What's up guys, Yugioh here with a brand new deck profile video. Today we have Mannadium deck. Now I chose this deck because it's very combo heavy and a lot of fun. And synchros overall are just fun to play with. So I'm going to show you the build. First we have 3 Rhymeheart. This is one of the main cards. You basically summon him and search another Mannadium card, and then you can search the Meek or depending on what you want to go for, but definitely 3 of. After that we have 3 Meek. This card is really good because you can special it. It's also a tuner that can change its level, and then when it's destroyed you can summon another one and increase the level by 2, so it becomes a level 4 tuner, and you're able to go into the big synchros because of that. So you want to run 3. After that we have 3 Torrid. So Fearless is basically no longer ran. I mean, you could run 2 and 1 Fearless, but I think that 3 Torrid is just better. It's the same effect with the summon part, and then if it's a short, you can special summon 1 Mannadium Tuner from your deck. So you go into the Mannadium Tuner, and then very similar to the Meek part, aside from the level raise, but you can combo out of that. After that you have 3 Bees of Starfrost. This is just another main guy. He kind of starts your combos off because you pop your monster, summon him, and then he's also a tuner. You can link him off, fuse with him for the Astrolaud or whatever you really feel is best, but he is very good and powerful. After that we have 2 Rhymeheart. I was doing 3, but I think 3 is a bit much. I may try it again, but I think 2 is enough, to be honest. And he allows you to extend. You summon the link, and you can continue from there. And to end it off for the monsters, we have 3 Ash. I chose Ash over Droll, though you can swap between them, but Droll may be better for the format, but Ash is also still really good because it just stops everything. That could be a problem, but you can go between the 2, whatever you feel. For the spells, we have 3 Calarium. You need 3 because it just searches what you need, and you want to see it in your opening hand very early in the game. So anything less than that is really just not advised. You really want to have 3. You want to see it. Next is 3 Obsession. So you can target a monster you control and destroy it, and then add a planet Calarium from your deck to your hand. So right off the bat, when you play this card, you really plus a lot off of it, and you're able to extend your plays with it, and it's just very good to use. Next for spells, 1 Rhymephobia. So I run 1. I'm thinking about being up to 2, but because I only run 2 Rhymeheart, I think 1 is enough for what I'm doing. And it's for now. I may change it, and then I do 2 Arrival. I just like having the extra revival, especially for late game. Having the second one is very helpful, although 1 may be enough, but I think 2 has been working out pretty good for me. I may swap, I may do 2 field spell and 1 of this, but for now it's working out for me. And I'm teching and trying out the Realm Renaissance. It's a bit of a fun tech, but I can show you. So basically you special summon 1 monster with 15 or 21 defense from your grave, and then, or you can shuffle into the deck one of your Vice Starfrost or 4 of your monsters. They're banished in the graveyard, and do special one Vice Synchro monster from your extra deck. So it's just like a quick way to revive, get an extra revival, and it's just something I'm trying out, like I said. And then I'm also trying out the New World. It's getting pretty fun. Same for the other card. You can only activate while we start for some field, and then if a monster you control short battle, card effect is sent to the graveyard. You can special summon one of those monsters in defense position. 1 tuner, so it has a lot of different effects you can use, and it does actually work pretty well, and just 1 of is enough. And then for the rest of the spells, we have the 3 Book of Moon. just the staple of the format, honestly, and it helps against Purley in a lot of decks. It's even good in the mirror because you can book their tuner or something, and then they can't really continue their play. But it's just very good right now in the format. And then we have 2 Thrust. I am trying out Thrust because, for certain hand traps, or even if you go second, I do the Thrust into the talents sometimes, or whatever you really need. But I think this ratio is good. I personally like it. With Thrust, it works out pretty well, and it just gets you everything you need, when you need it. And then we have the 1 Terraforming for the field spell, and then 1 Rhoda for, your other warriors. And then for the traps, we have 1 Reframing. You search it out, get your combo board, and you can end them like a Appaloosa and Baron and a few other things, and then have the set. It's very good to stop your opponent's plays. And then 3 Imperm. I'm still running it, even though Book of Moon and Eclipse are more rampant, but possibly I may do a change, maybe take these out for Eclipse or do a different ratio depending, or try out something else later. For the extra deck, we have 2 Astrolabe. This guy is basically he's basically a free summon fusion, and it's very easy to go into with the Vice Starfrost and Rimheart or whatever else. And then it's not really once per turn, so you can do it as many times as you need. It's also 3,000 each, but you can link them off, and then there's a lot you can do. He's free extender as well. Next we have 1 Lightheart. I see builds with 2, but I think for the ratios I'm playing, 1 is enough. You summon this, search the planet, and then you can also revive him later and also link off, so it's good for that reason. Cross Sheep for when you end on the Cross Sheep into Appaloosa combo. Also, he allows you to special with the fusion, so Astrolabe. And then you would target the level 4 the grave, summon it, and then you can get like a link 3, well 3 negate Appaloosa, which you have here. 1 Appaloosa. It's just good for your first turn end boards, or even mid game sometimes. It's very helpful. For Synchro, we have 1 Artama. This is a new guy, and basically it's Vice Starfrost, 1 to field or grave, and then if this card is synchro summoned, you could add 1 spell trap dimensions Vice Starfrost from your deck to your hand, and then during your main phase you can destroy a monster you control, and all single monster you control will gain 800 attack this turn. So it's also a tuner, so you can have him out, synchro with him, use him to help extend your plays or go into something else, but mandatory 1 of, Prime Heart was ran until he came out. So next we have the Excel package. Some people are opting out for this, but I think that having both is still necessary. Being able to just sync around your opponent's turn if you need to for immunity, or even sometimes having Stardust out, depending on the matchup, is very helpful because you can negate something either or, but this combo is just really too good. Next we have the Bastille Pater, and he allows for extra extension. You can target a light dark monster that's banished, special summon it to your field, or you can use the other effect when your opponent activates effect to use his as well. So it's just big monster and very helpful for your boards. After that, Chaos Angel, just free level 10. Your tuners become tuners because of his effect, or the non-tuners for light and dark, and then he gives you the immunity as well. And it's really good to go in second. Just go over your opponent's cards. And then we run 1 of the Ice Jade. Personally, still a fan of this one. And face of monsters you control, cannot be destroyed, battered, or banished by your opponent's card effects this turn. And then if you activate this effect in response to your opponent's card effect, and your opponent's card with the same name on the field, you can banish those cards. Just really good effect, and very powerful against the opponent. Then 1 Baron, just level 10 and free negate and destruction. And then for the last combo, we have the Crimson Dragon. Phantasmal, and the Calamity. So I think that this is still necessary, and just people, opting out to not play this, but it's a combo that it's basically an auto win, when it goes off, and if you have enough resources or whatever, you should still play regardless, because once this is summoned, it's basically the game, there's ways to get it. Some people are getting on your opponent's turn that I've seen, but basically going to Crimson, you would target and then summon, because he's easy to get out as well. So I think that at some point he will probably get banned, because this and Adventure Synchro, I think, are running both. So that's the main and extra deck. Side deck, you can run like, Evenly, Ruler, Eclipse, Book of Eclipse, whatever you feel is necessary depending on the matchup, or Droll. I just show the main and extra deck, but if you want to run those, it's an option. Overall, it's a really fun deck, and definitely recommend playing it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and see you guys next video. Peace.